Friederike Otto is a climatologist at Imperial College London. She says the temperatures would be lower if we didn't burn so many fossil fuels. And she believes we must prepare for more extreme heat or many people will die. Friederike Otto joins us now. Extreme heat, one of the events that scientists feel confident is influenced by climate change. Can we just explain how and why?
Yeah. So there are several lines of evidence that we have that why we are so confident that climate change is playing a big role here. And the most basic one is really basic physics, because we know how greenhouse gas molecules trap heat. We know that the atmosphere overall is getting hotter, and that does mean we are seeing across the globe more frequent heat waves. Heat waves are getting hotter, cold waves are getting fewer, and cold waves are getting less cold. And this is also another line of evidence is what we observe, our weather records, and particularly in the UK, we have a very good weather records, long temperature time series, and we see everywhere that extreme heat has been increasing in recent years and is increasing faster and faster with increasing concentrations of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. Then we have climate models and weather models where the laws of physics are implemented in computer models that show that with burning fossil fuels, temperatures are increasing. And then we have lots of studies on individual heat extremes of recent years that show how much hotter and how much more likely they have become.
Yeah, critics will use last year's summer in the UK, which frankly was rather cold and wet, to suggest that this, what you've just laid out, is not the case on a sort of year-by-year basis. What you're saying is that the stats suggest an increasingly warmer period, do they? And that deadly heat...
It's not just the stats. It's also really basic physics. And of course, every weather event has an element of the chaotic nature of weather. So because of climate change, we see hotter heat waves and we see more of them. But that doesn't mean that there are no cold summers. And also, even in a changing climate, you can still break cold records. But that doesn't disprove climate change. It's just a very unlikely event, whereas what we're experiencing right now here in London is now a very common event.
Are policymakers ready for this?
They should be, but particularly looking just at the Tory leadership debates right now, they are not. And we talk about climate change when it's uncomfortably hot in London, but the rest of the year, the topic has been basically removed from the agenda because of the war in Ukraine and other crises. And I think what we really have to learn, and policymakers have to understand, is that we cannot blame, just that we have to tackle these crises together, because they will only get worse otherwise, and climate change particularly.
Briefly, there is fear of a drought in nearly half of Europe, and I include the UK in this. This, you will suggest, is part of the ripple effect, is it, of this extreme heat? What other effects could it bring about?
So drought is a more complex phenomenon than heat. So while we do see in southern Europe, the Mediterranean, actually a decrease in rainfall that is also associated with climate change, in many other parts of Europe, we don't see a change in rainfall. But of course, with temperatures as high as this, the water that is there, that is in the soils, is evaporating faster. And so soils are drying out much quicker. And heat waves always have a strong impact on agriculture and ecosystems.
With that, we'll leave it there. We thank you very much indeed for joining us.